All right, so 3 years ago, a very similar pair of sneakers like these were selling for about $1,500. And right now you can get them in a full size run on Adidas website for $220 at retail. The retail also adjusted from $300 down to $220. And it's a pretty crazy to see these sitting 3 years later. But I wanted to show you guys what we picked up, and let's go ahead and get into the video. What is going on, guys? Hess here. Hopefully you're having a good day out there. If you guys are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. And if you guys haven't used my website, Collective Kicks, it's basically a collection of different tweets that I post for sneaker deals from sites like Nike and Adidas and so forth. I posted these when they originally dropped, and then I posted them again as well, because I'm actually really surprised to see these sitting. And the shoes that we're talking about right here are the 4D FutureCrafts, and this is a really nice looking colorway in my opinion. This is like a chalk cream colorway of the FutureCraft, a very similar one that released in 2018. The main difference, I believe, is the midsole was actually greenish versus this one actually has a cream midsole, which honestly 100% think that this one is actually better. The color blocking on this one is super nice comparison to the other one. The other one was nice too, but I like the cream midsole on these better. So $220 at retail. I will tell you they do fit a little bit snug. I got true to size, and it's a little difficult to get in over this section of your foot. However, if you go up a half a size, usually that is fixed. The other thing that I can always do is remove the insole and just ride directly on the 4D technology on the bottom of the shoe. But I gotta say though, this colorway is super nice, and it's one that it's like crazy $220 retail. It used to be $300, was reselling for like close to $1,500, and now sitting in $220. Like, I don't know if I'm the only one, but as soon as these dropped, I was like instantly sold. As you can see out here, I have a few other very similar sneakers in the color blocking that these things were, and so obviously for me it was an automatic shoe. And now of course you can't really talk about a chalk white Adidas sneaker in general without mentioning this sneaker right here. This is the Ultra Boost in that chalk white or the cream colorway, and this is kind of the one that started it all with the cream colorways, at least from the Adidas perspective, that I really caught a liking to. This is the original one that came out in 2016, and I really like this colorway. I actually wore these to New York Sneaker Con actually when I went out there. I still remember wearing these, still remember going to Shake Shack for the first time in this Ultra Boost, and it was a lot more comfortable wearing these sneakers than the Tokyo 5s that I wore the other day at Sneaker Con. But I haven't been to any Sneaker Con since then. Honestly, it's just one of those things. It was fun to go to, but I just don't have it in my my time, you know, with the kids and stuff. Anyway, moving on, you can see a very similar but different pair right here, and this is the Ultra 4D. So it's the Ultra Boost upper with that cream chalk upper, and then you have that cream midsole and the black outsole. But this is the Ultra Boost version of the Ultra 4D. However, this one does not have a lace cage or heel cup on it, so a little bit less hardware, a little bit more streamlined with that upper, and honestly I kind of like both of them. And then we have this crazy one right here. I actually did a custom video on these a while ago. I got these on deep discounts. This is a Stella McCartney version. I believe it was $450 retail, but Stella McCartney, and then it had this crazy built-in sock on it, and I just saw these and I was like, I gotta be able to convert that. So I cut the sock, added in night jogger tongue, and then stitched in around the collar the rest of the sock liner. And I mean, I really like the look of these as well. I mean, black outsole, cream midsole, and then that kind of off-white, whitish upper, and the upper is really crazy. It looks like some chain link fence action going on here. It's really pretty creative. But anyway, this is like a women's shoe, and then I got it in a men's, and I like the creation that I did on this one right here. But now we have the 4D FutureCraft, and I think that this is another one that I think people are just sleeping on. It's not as comfortable as Ultra Boost, I'm going to be honest. At least if you're looking for a softer comfort sneaker like Ultra Boost, the regular ones are definitely like softer on feet than these. But if you actually don't like the soft squishiness of that Ultra Boost, this is actually a really good alternative to that, because this is definitely a lot firmer, but it's actually really comfortable still on feet. You also have a really thick Continental Rubber on the outsole of the shoe, which is nice to have. 4D FutureCraft 3D printed midsole with that partnership with carbon still. And I mean, of course it looks really nice. The lattice design and structure is really dope. I also do have a pair of the 4D forwards that I've reviewed on the channel. Super crazy midsole comparative to the OG sort of vibes. I mean, this 3D printed stack is absolutely crazy comparison. So definitely one that I really like. The new wave version of the 4D, definitely a lot softer and springier on feet. But there's something about the original FutureCraft design to me that just constantly turns my head every time I see a new colorway drop on Adidas website. And it's not too frequent that we see it, but when we have been seeing it, they haven't been really selling out super fast. And maybe part of the reason why is because it fits in that market where it's like too expensive for the average consumer. Like the average consumer that I know don't even want to spend 180 on a pair of Ultra Boost. So, which is totally understandable and justifiable. And these are $220, so that's $40 above. I mean, really $40 is the price point that most people are wanting to pay on a pair of sneakers. So 180 is a little bit too elevated. 220 is definitely elevated. But because it's so expensive and because sneakers are a commodity nowadays more than ever, and like I said in this title of this video, a very similar looking pair of these were $1,500 on the open market, and now they're not selling out at retail at $220. So there's that discrepancy of like buying a $220 quote unquote investment and then not being able to sell that product for a profit later. It's kind of viewed as like, why would you waste the money buying the product in the first place? Which brings me back to the point of most of my videos nowadays is like, you should just be able to buy what you want. And if you can actually get it at retail, that's super awesome. If it's something that you really like, under retail is even better. But the fact is there's like multiple different markets. There's markets for people that want to buy shoes that are just hyped, that they can sell for profit and use it more as the commodity side of it. There's the market like kind of where I'm in as well as that market. But the other side of it is just people that want to be able to go online, see what all the cool offerings are available that you can actually buy and be able to just buy the shoe and have it shipped to your house. Like that's an awesome feeling as well. And then there's that third side where it's just like the average consumer that sees very expensive shoes and doesn't even want anything to do with it, which is totally understandable as well. You know, I feel like I fit kind of in all of those markets to some capacity, and I'm sure you guys feel that way as well. But this is one of those models that I really, really enjoy, and the colorway I really enjoy as well. So to see these sitting in a full size run on Adidas website, which is pretty awesome, honestly, for those people that actually want the shoe. If you guys actually want to buy a pair, check the link in the description. It is an affiliated link, which means I do get a little bit of kickback from the sale, but you can go in the description and buy your pair from Adidas US. And it's definitely one of those colorways that I really enjoy and really like the color blocking on. Now, I know we're stepping out of the summer months, and this is really a shoe that you could put on ice for next summer or just wear through the winter. But it definitely has a nice breathable toe box. You can see that loose gauge knit over top of the toe box as well as on the tongue. A well-cushioned liner that we kind of are very familiar with. And then for me, I'm going to wear my laces like really, really loose because this upper is a little bit constricting across the midfoot of the shoe, and that's kind of a wide foot area for myself. I definitely need to wear these really loose or just go up a half a size, like I said, would be my recommendation. The other thing that I wanted to mention in this video is I actually want to customize this shoe. I think it would be rad to be able to dip dye it to some sort of color, but I'm not sure what. I was actually thinking of doing like a fade, like maybe like a yellow to red fade, so it could have like an orange section in the middle, or just doing like an orange, like an all orange upper. I honestly don't know how it would turn out. It'd be an experimental thing for myself, but I would be willing to do it if you guys want to see it. Drop a like on the video if you guys do want to see it. Leave a comment. Let me know that you want to see it. More comments I see that you guys want me to dip dye these, I will definitely consider doing that. I mean, a brown color would be really rad too. For those that don't remember, I actually dip dyed a pair of Yeezy 350 Boost. This is actually a cream colorway that I dip dyed brown, and so here's a holiday brown Yeezy right here. So probably should change out the laces and do something else, but I could do brown on these, would be kind of cool. But I think it would be fun to try. But leave a comment, let me know what you guys think about the 4D FutureCraft. I think it's crazy that they're sitting in full size runs. They must have just made a ton of them, or like I said, there's just not as much interest in that 4D FutureCraft. Obviously we know the market shifted, so it's not near as much interest in the model as it was in 2018. But leave your comments, let me know why you think that these are sitting on Adidas website, and curious to hear what you guys have to say. Anyway, thank you guys for stopping by and watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys again want to buy a pair, check the link in the description, and hopefully we'll see you guys back here for some more sneaker videos very soon. All right, peace guys.